our week one of the Energy Mastery Immersion. Deep bow to you. I'm so glad to be here with you today. And I'm so excited to know that in this creates this cycle of exhaustion and for our week one of the Energy Mastery Immersion. Deep bow to you. I'm so glad to be here with you today. And I'm so excited to know that in this world that we're living in today, when there is so much contamination and toxicity, that there are people who are ready and willing to take dominion over their energy and to begin to really empower themselves with the energy that they are, the energy that they have. So this is huge. This is major. And I want to acknowledge and thank all of you for being here today, for standing in this purpose for me, and for anchoring a different energy on the planet, because that's what we're doing. Tonight, we are going to begin with awareness, learning to sense and to understand and to cleanse our own personal energy field. But I want to take a quick look at what's in store for us over the next 6 weeks, because we've got lots of good work that we're going to be doing. Okay. So let's just take a look at that. This is week one. And I remind you that your energy, your frequency, your vibration, that's part of your spiritual hygiene. The same way you brush your teeth and wash your pits, uh, taking care of your energy is just another form of hygiene. And it's not optional in today's world. It really isn't. So tonight we're going to be looking at energy awareness, understanding your personal energy field. We did some of this in our frequency shift class, but I want to do a review so that I know that you're anchored in really deeply. So as we go through the next 6 weeks together, can you imagine 6 weeks together? Yeah, when you leave here, you are going to be pregnant with power, okay? The power of your own energy field. So we'll be together for 6 weeks, live sessions. Right now, I'm looking at 2 to 5. If we can get these lessons done and our practice in, we may do 3 to 5. But schedule out that time to be here from 2 to 5. And during our time together, I will be doing some energy scans for you, and I will reveal anything that I pick up. Together, we'll be doing some clearing rituals, some sound toning and frequency. I want to see if you can hear this. Let me know if you can hear it, because I've got on headsets to avoid static, but I want to make sure that you can hear so that when we do, so just put it in the chat and let me know if you can hear that pure frequency. Each week, you're going to get a workbook or a journal. It will be on your dashboard. It'll be on your dashboard, and it'll be what we're covering in class. You'll have an opportunity to fill in your own notes, and then there'll be exercises and sacred self-reflections for you. So that'll be up every single week. We also have a private community circle where you can go in and share, ask questions. We ask that you don't sell anything and that you don't give advice if you're a therapist, a psychologist, or whatever, but really just share your experiences, your revelations, your challenges, your understandings of the work that we do here together. We'll give you the link. We didn't want to put it on Facebook because that's also a really heavy, heavy energy. So we created a private community for you where you can go in, rites of passage, graduates, you know about the Kajabi board, so you'll be able to get in. And please share. Let people know where you're stuck, what you're realizing, what works, what you found, what you discovered, so that we can share this energy and grow together. Also, each week you will get a replay. The replay will be up in 24 hours. So if something happens and you miss a class or get here late or have to leave early, you have access to each weekly replay for 90 days. so that you can cover the class notes. This is what our class is going to look like. Today we're a little off because I want to do the housekeeping and make sure that you understand everything. But each week we'll begin with an opening process that kind of grounds us and anchors us. Remember, this is a class on energy, so we want to bring our energy into alignment. We don't want to be all over the place. I'll do a sacred teaching for you of about 50 minutes, 60 minutes, and then we'll take a break. I want you to take a break so you can settle, move your energy. You can pee, have some water, okay? And check on the kids or check your dinner because this is Sunday, and I know folks are cooking for Sunday dinner. Then we'll have a guided practice. Now, this is how I'm laying it out. This is what it looks like. It is subject to change, but I want you to know at least what you might be in for. A guided practice where I will guide you through a particular exercise dealing with energy, frequency, or vibration. Then you'll have some time to write down your reflections. You can do that in your journal. If you want to share it in the chat, you can do that. I'm going to ask us to really minimize our communication in the chat because it can be distracting. I'll also do a completion teaching to review every single thing that we did so that you know where we are. Yeah. And then questions. So write your questions down as they come up because I won't be answering them along the way. That creates a disruption in the energy, but I will do questions each session if something comes up or if you're not clear about something. And then we'll probably have a closing exercise at the end. So I want to encourage you to do two things, okay? I want to encourage you to come to the setting, to the space, at least 15 minutes early so that you can get into the musical meditation, begin to balance out your frequency because that's what music does. And if that's not possible for you to come 15 minutes early, at least please do your best to get here on time because the coming in and going out really creates a break in the energy flow. Schedule yourself to be here for the full 3 hours, 2 to 5 Sunday, or whatever it is in your time zone. You know, as I share the energy frequency vibration free class, our time together is an energy exchange. And where I am transmitting energy to you, I really am. So this means you want to be mindful about popping in and out because that can destabilize your energy field. So I invite you to do your best, really, to be here and to be fully present for yourself. For yourself. This is a class about energy. You want to be here and be present. So let's look at what our journey together is going to look like, okay? We're here in week 1. I want you to understand your aura, your chakra, and your meridians, and learn to sense energy in your body so that you know when you need to be cleared. And it's really, really simple. It's almost criminal that no one's told us or taught us how to do it. Next week, we're going to look at how to protect your energy. What do you need to do to maintain good energy? And how do you protect your energy from toxic people, environments? How do you seal an energy leak? What is an energy leak? And how do you seal it? How to create sacred boundaries and how to stand strong in your power without fear of offending or upsetting anyone else. Week 3, we're going to look at how to raise your frequency, how to shift your emotional state, how to use love and joy and peace as your default frequency, not as something you have to seek or search for or try to get to. And you're going to just be amazed at how simple and how elegant it really is. Week 4, we're going to align our frequencies so that you can tap deeper into your intuition and how to differentiate between the voice of your soul and the things that we inherit through family and society so that you can really understand what's going on. Then how do you embody vibration? How do you feel your own vibration? How do others feel it? And how to consciously transmit what it is that you want to give, what it is that you want other people to receive. And then finally, in week 6, we're going to be looking at how to integrate all of this stuff into a daily practice that you can take into your life. Simple, simple things that you can do to maintain and sustain a kind of radiant as radiant essence in your life. My prayer is that by the end of this 6 weeks, you will have clean and protected energy. Now, some of it will be done through my speaking. Because as I shared in the free class, although you see me sitting here as Yamla, I'm also anchoring in a higher presence known as Amariel Naya that will be doing work through us, on us, with us, for us. You will know how to raise your frequency at will, how to raise your frequency, okay? You'll also know how to embody a vibration that really makes it easier for you to stand in the truth of your being, the truth of your purpose. And you'll also have a medicine chest full of spiritual practices or daily practices that you can use for your spiritual hygiene to support you in total transformation. Again, each week you're going to have a follow along worksheet. A follow along worksheet. It's in your workbook. I'm going to put a video up today to help you familiarize yourself with the dashboard so that you know where to go in and where to get everything. I encourage you that before you come to class, print your workbook out. It's usually 10, 12 pages. Or if you don't have a printer, you can have us on your phone and the workbook on the screen just so that you can follow along. Or not, or not. It's up to you. You can use a private journal if that works best for you. Each week, you'll also have a daily reflection sheet. You're going to find that on your dashboard. A daily reflection sheet, a daily routine schedule, and a weekly reflection sheet. I encourage you to use your sheets to remind yourself day by day, did I breathe? Did I sweep? Did I elevate? Did I activate? So that this becomes a part of what you're doing. You develop a habit, and it's not just a one-time thing that you're here for. The other thing that you're going to find on your dashboard are the energy frequency cards. We created a deck of cards, but you won't get the card. You're going to get the printout of the card that'll tell you each day what to focus on. Day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. If you're focusing on energy or frequency or vibration, you'll find it on your dashboard. You can download it, print it out. I really, really, really encourage you to create a binder for yourself. Create a binder. This is my binder with my energy, my frequency, where you can put all of your printouts and your handouts in your binder so that you have them right there at your disposal. Simple little binder, Walmart, $1.49. Okay. And get a pack of paper while you're there too. Okay. And I encourage you to use your sheets. Write down any questions that come up for you during the week. Put them on the community board and share. Other people may have those questions or bring them to class. Okay. I also encourage you to do the daily exercises. Use your cards. And also in your workbook, you're going to find lots of reflective questions to deal with, just so that you can begin to become aware of your energy. All right. What else? Do your daily exercises. So, you ready? Let us begin. I want to be clear. I love to be clear. You know, I was a kindergarten teacher at one time in my life, in my other life. So I'm really want to always make sure that folk are clear about what we're doing. So let me get this up here for you. Where are you, thing? All right. Let me get you down. Let me get you up. There you go. I want us to understand what we're doing here. Energy immersion. An immersion means a deep involvement. Deep involvement. So please don't just come here to listen. Take these things and activate them in your life. Immersion is the act of dipping something into a substance and covering it completely. So we want to cover you with the energy, the vibration, the frequency of your energy, vibration, and frequency. So I am inviting you to dive into this project, to be totally immersed. This means that you will not feel or experience the shift, the change, or the transformation unless you continue to take small, consistent steps in the direction that we're heading, which is mastery of our energy. And you'll see on the dashboard that as you participate, as you watch the replays, as you download, each time you complete something, tap, click lesson complete. Because at the end of our 6 weeks, we're going to use that information to see who is eligible for a certificate of completion as an energy master, just to celebrate and acknowledge the work that you've done. That's where we're heading. For you to master your energy at this time when the world is so contaminated and so divisive and so against everything. We're heading toward awareness and mastery of your energy. And in today's world, we need that so that we know what to respond to, how to respond, or if we need to respond at all. And so we begin with our opening process, as we will do, arrival and attention. So, beloveds, I ask you to allow your eyelids to close right now. Just allow your eyelids to close. Yeah. And settle into this right now moment. Just be here right now. That's all you have to do. Let the excitement or the energy or the thoughts settle yourself in your chair, wherever you're seated, however you're seated, and just allow your eyelids to close and connect with your breath, whatever that is. Connect with your breath. Begin to breathe in and out slowly. Just breathe in and breathe out. Allow your body to settle. Make sure your feet are flat, your legs are not crossed, your ankles are not crossed, and rest your hands comfortably on your thighs. And together we're going to take 3 deep, slow breaths. And with each inhale, each exhale, what is not serving you. And it'll be simple, it'll guide you. Eyes closed, spine erect. Inhale slowly with the thought. Breathe in, purify my mind. Keep inhaling, and slowly through the mouth, exhale with the thought, and release all that is not of the light as you exhale. Again, inhale slowly with the thought, I breathe in sweet, purified white light. Exhale slowly through the mouth. I release all that is not of the light. One final time, inhale slowly with the thought, I inhale grace-filled, purified white light. Breathe it in. And slowly exhale through the mouth. I release all that is not of the light. And relax in the breath. Relax. Just let your body breathing in and breathing out. Now just imagine your energy is water. See, feel, imagine river flowing through you. See it, feel it, imagine it. And in your mind, hold this intention. I give myself permission to see, feel, experience my energy clearly and completely. Breathing in and out. Now imagine again that your energy is a river flowing through you. If you need a visual representation, there's one on the screen. But that energy, that river is flowing in you. Feel it. How is it moving today? Is it steady? Is it rushed? Is it clear? Is it cloudy? Just feel it, nothing to do. Just imagine I am water. Now imagine the quality of that water. Is it sparkling, refreshing, or perhaps it's heavy, muddy? Maybe it's still. No judgment, just awareness. Feel it. Feel the water. Let it be however it is, whatever it is. Breathing in, breathing out. This is how your energy shapes your flow, your movement. So just breathe in the water for a moment. I give myself permission to feel and experience my energy as water clearly and completely. Now inhale deeply, slowly in the nose. And exhale slowly through the mouth. Now just imagine that your energy is instruments. Your energy is an instrument. Is it a violin? Is it a piano? Feel your energy. Feel sound moving through your body. Just make it up. Is it low? Is it heavy? Is it high? Is it harmonious? Or is it just a light tune, a little out of tune? Every thought, feelings, together they create a sound you are transmitting into the world. Listen inward. Remember, I give myself permission to see, to feel, to experience my energy clearly. Listen inward for a moment. What sound are you making? Inhale deeply through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Relax. Now see, feel, imagine, intended to be so. Imagine the energy in your body is light. A radiant, glowing light shining outward from the center of your heart into every aspect of you, into your belly, into your shoulders. What color is your light today? Is your light gold? Bright gold, bright white, soft violet. Perhaps it's dimmed and shallow. Just tune in. See how your inner state is holding light. This is your energy expressed as color. Just sit for a moment in your glow. In your glow. Breathing in, breathing out. See if you can feel the light, feel the music, feel. What does it feel? Breathing in, breathing out. I give myself permission to see, feel, and experience my energy clearly and completely. Take a deep breath in and out. Take another deep breath in and place your left hand on your heart and your right hand over your left hand. Breathe in and out. And softly whisper, I am energy. Breathe in, breathe out. I am frequency. Breathe in, breathe out. I am vibration. Breathe in, breathe out. Take another long, deep inhale and exhale with sound. Good. Another long, deep inhale and exhale with sound. And when you're ready, allow your eyelids to open. And if you have water nearby, have a drink. You to always bring drinking water to class so that we can continue always to flush our energy. Yeah. Good, good, good. How was that? Are you beginning to sense and feel your energy? I hope so. This is your energy and how it expresses itself within you, flowing like water, vibrating like music, pulsating like light. And if you give yourself permission, you will be able to feel that. Just as light separates into frequencies of color, your energy also separates. And what you carry determines what you vibrate, what people hear, what people feel. What you carry in your mind and your heart determines the color and the tone you radiate, okay? So if you were able to feel your energy either as water or sound, perhaps all three, please put it in the chat. Come on, let's share. Put it in the chat. What did you feel and what did you notice? And if you didn't feel or notice anything, that's fine. No judgment, no criticism. We're here to do the work. Just trust that that experience will shift because every single structure begins with a design, okay? So we are now tapping into our design. If you could feel the light, if you could feel the water, if you could feel the or hear the tones in your own body, good. People, yeah, lots of water folk felt the music, good. Breathe into that music, good, good. Felt the water, very good. Calm water, good. Excellent. Somebody felt the sound. Good. Tingling sensation all over my body. Good. That's the energy transmission. My energy feels weak or stuck. Good. Good that you know that. Now, so when it starts to flow, you'll know what that feels like. You'll be able to tell a difference. Really, really good. Ah, good. Good. Excellent. 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 Okay. So we did. Good. So we did feel something. Earth blocks in the river only flows in the whole body half a note. Okay. Whew, that's a lot of thoughts. That's a lot of thoughts. Okay. No heat, no judgment. We're here to do the work. And don't think that on day 6 weeks from now, the experience will be very different if you do the work. And you've got lots of things in your toolkit, lots of things in your medicine chest that are going to help you do the work. So remember, you've got your energy sweep. That audio is up on your dashboard. You've got the morning activation, a 7-minute activity that will help you activate lead. It's an audio, so you hear my voice. You've got the evening energy cleanse. Oh, so you're going to have lots and lots of tools, all right? Because again, what you carry determines how your energy flows, what people hear, what people see, and what you see, hear, and feel, okay? Because everything begins with the design. And for us in energy, frequency, vibration, thoughts are our design. Thoughts sketch the framework of what you will manifest in your inner world and your outer life. Thoughts are the seeds. So whatever you plant in the soil of your mind, it'll sprout. You'll either get weeds or you'll get some fruit. Really, it's just that simple. And we hear this all the time, for scriptures tell us in every tradition. I'll default to the Bible because I know most people know that, but it's in the Bhagavad Gita. It's in the Hindu teachings. It's in Buddhist teachings. It's in all sorts of indigenous teaching. As you think in your heart, so shall you be. How does your heart think? That's called a feeling. But usually a feeling arises from a thought. So the thought is usually the seed. You want to remember that. You want to remember that because your thoughts, beloved, they are the architects. The thoughts are the architects. They are the blueprint, but emotions, that's your power source. Emotions give color and intensity to what you think. A thought without an emotion is like a sketch that just stays on the paper, and nothing ever happens to it. But a thought with an emotion becomes magnetic, pulling experiences to you. And the thing is, the experiences resonate with what the thought is, with the frequency, the energy, the light, the water, the sound of the thought. It's going to attract things to it. Your thoughts are the architects. They don't build anything. They're just the roadmap to possibilities. The map determines what roads you can travel. So a positive thought, like I'm capable, draws into you, creativity and courage. Whereas a negative thought, like, oh, it never happened, I don't know, that sketches a whole nother structure of limitation. So you want to make sure that you're planting good seeds. And you want to make sure that you're planting good seeds because what you feel is going to give it power. I know this is a review for some of you, but again, I'm laying the foundation. Your emotions, that's the electricity. So if the thought is the structure, the electricity, that's what comes from your emotions. You know, you can install the wiring. That means you can have a thought. But until the electricity runs through that thought, you don't have no light. So thoughts and emotions, we're going to talk a lot about them in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Scriptures tell us that a merry heart is like good medicine. And nobody expects you to be up and pumping and happy all of the time, like you're giddy on happy flowers. No. But you also don't want to have your heart weighed down by things that are vibrating a low frequency. A merry heart is good medicine. Yeah, yeah. But a broken spirit dries the bones. So if thoughts are the blueprint and emotions are the power, emotions are what give life and color and intensity to what you think. So we want to begin to be mindful. Think this thought with me right now. Think this thought. Take a breath. I am unworthy. It's almost like a jolt to your system, right? I am unworthy. Now we are consciously putting that in. But do you know how many times a day something you think attaches itself to the 1, 2, 10, or 100 times you ever said that? I'm unworthy. I don't deserve it. I'll never have it. Just think, say it, think it again. I'm unworthy. That just sent a frequency and energy throughout your body. Now think this one. I am loved and supported. I am loved and supported. See what comes up. Do you believe it? Do you believe that I'm loved and supported? That's an emotion of joy and peace and gratitude. That'll expand your energy and it'll draw into your experiences things that confirm that. Beloved, you cannot and will not master your energy until you become aware of what you are thinking and feeling. What you're thinking and feeling. The human brain thinks 60 to 70,000 thoughts a day. 75% of those thoughts are negative, and 95% of them are repetitive. So that's 75% of the negative thoughts are repeating 95% of the time. And a new thought is just trying to get in, a new feeling, a new energy. Now, because the human mind, we don't always pay attention. Cooties, those negative thoughts, those repetitive thoughts, cooties come and cooties go. But they do not serve you. And if they don't, they must be evicted, excommunicated forever. Now, this doesn't mean that you'll never have a negative thought or a toxic emotional experience. However, when your baseline frequency is established through the mastery of your energy, cooties do not hang out with you. Cooties hate high frequency, okay? You do not have to intercourse with cooties and cucamongas. You will not tolerate or accommodate cooties humping on your brain. You just won't do it. So over the next 6 weeks, we are going to learn and master the process of cootie eviction. Okay? Evict the cooties that's humping in your mind. All right? And we're going to start right here. We're going to know the difference between energy and frequency. Energy and frequency. Because cooties are an energy that have a frequency. The energy is what is within you, beloved. That's what energy is. It is the raw life current, the invisible force that animates your body, that activates your mind, your heart, and your soul. Energy is the power that you carry. It's the reservoir of fuel that's moving through you, even right now. Your heart pumping, your lungs expanding, your kidneys flushing. All of that is created energy. And your energy can be abundant, it can be depleted, it can be flowing, or it can be blocked, okay? Cooties and cucamongas, they come to block your energy. They suck on you and block your energy. All right. Now, frequency is the quality of the energy. So the energy's flowing, but what is that quality? Is it blocked? Is it cootie free? Is it self-debasing? Is it light? Is it energetic? Your frequency is the tone or the atmosphere of the energy. And that frequency is shaped by your thoughts and emotions and your inner state, your physical state, your how rested you are, how hydrated you are. All of that impacts your frequency. Who knew that drinking water could uplevel your frequency? And when your frequency is low, you feel heavy. You may feel it in your chest and in your arms, in your legs. And when your frequency is high, it's like, yeah, baby. You can feel it. So, in simple terms, energy is the moving current in your body, and frequency is the sound, the color, and the tone of that frequency. So, just like light separates into frequencies of color, so does your energy. So does your energy. Now, do this. Stop right where you are. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Just settle in. Come on, everybody participate. Take a deep breath. Place your hand on your heart. Why do I always say that? Because that's your fuse box. Your heart is your fuse box. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. And whisper softly. Whisper softly. My energy is alive. Breathe in. Breathe out. Relax your shoulders. My frequency is aligned. Breathe in. Breathe out. My energy is alive. My frequency is aligned. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Allow your eyelids to open. Let's talk about the quality of your frequency. And that's built on your vibration. And your vibration is created when your thoughts and your emotions are combined. Your frequency is the quality of your broadcast, what you're broadcasting out. So when you're broadcasting love, peace, gratitude, that's a very high frequency. And it's a very high frequency and it's magnetic. It'll draw more stuff in. When you're stuck in fear or shame or resentment or unforgiveness, that's a very low frequency and it'll make your energy stagnant. Your frequency is not personal, beloveds. It transmits. Others feel it in your presence. And here's the big part. The universe feels it. The universe of life. And it will attract to you wherever your frequency is vibrating. Yeah? Frequency is like the music that comes out of the instrument. So when we just did that, could you feel that in your body, that frequency? Your thought is the instrument. Your thought is the horn or the piano or the drum. Your emotion is how you play it, and the frequency is what comes out of it. Does that make sense? And we all have heard this statement, death and life are in the power of the tongue, and they that love the tongue shall eat the fruit thereof. Because when a thought and an emotion join into a spoken word, the frequency of that becomes active and creative. That's why sometimes people can say something to you, and even though they don't mean it the way they're saying it, the frequency of it hits you and it's a shock. Okay? Yeah, the power of the tongue. So I want us to look at how we create our vibration and our frequency and our vibration. Thought plants the seed in your mind, in your body, and in the universe. So the question there becomes, what are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? You got to be on this. You got to be mindful moment by moment, day by day. What thinking about? Then you have a thought, and then the emotion waters and energizes the thought. So the question becomes, what do you feel about what you're thinking about? Have you ever been stuck in a loop of thoughts? And you just, the next thing you know, you're depressed or you're angry or you're excited because of what you feel about what you've been thinking about, right? And then the frequency of the thought, that means the thought and the emotion together create a frequency. It grows. It becomes what you harvest, what you attract. So if there is something in your life that you think you don't want or that you think shouldn't, you invited it there with a thought and a feeling. Take a breath. No heat, no judgment, no criticism. This is how it works. And unfortunately, they taught us A squared equal B squared plus C squared, but didn't teach us how to use our mind. So if you want to change your harvest or your experiences, you must go back. You must trace back to the seed. The seed is the thought and how you watered it. The emotion is how you watered it. Let's do that right now. Let's do that right now, okay? Feet on the floor. We're going to do this and then we're going to take a break, okay? But I want to do this because of energy transmission. I want it in your body. Put your feet flat on the floor. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax your shoulders, relax your belly. Allow your eyelids to close. I want you to bring to mind a challenging situation or person currently in your life or that has been in your life. Just bring it to mind, the name, the situation, whatever it is, not a full-length story. There's nothing going on now. Think about a past difficulty. Just bring it to mind. Now, just hold for a second. What thoughts run through your mind when you think about this person or situation? What thoughts run through your mind when you think about the person or the situation? Just let them rip. We're going to clean it up. Just let them rip, okay? And what feelings do you attach to that thought? It could just be, you don't like the way your mailman rings your doorbell. Don't have to be deep. Yeah? Doesn't have to be deep. Just think about the person, the situation, past or present. What thoughts are still in there related to that? And what feelings that brings up to you. Good. Now let's plug into the fuse box. Put your hand on the center of your chest. You can take your other hand and put it right over your belly. So you have a full circuit here. Now we're going to choose a thought that's going to raise our frequency. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose joy. Whisper that to yourself. I choose joy. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose gratitude. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose peace. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose love. Say it, say it. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring all of your energy either right to the center of your chest or right to your belly. I choose joy. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose gratitude. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose freedom. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax very carefully. Listen very carefully. I'm going to explain it and then I want you to do it. We're going to inhale deeply through the nose. We're going to bring our head all totally over the left shoulder. Hold it there. And then we're going to start to exhale through the mouth while moving the head over to the right shoulder. And then back to center. Okay? Inhale. Move your head over your left shoulder. Holding the breath, holding the breath. Now, start to exhale through your mouth and move your head over to your right shoulder. Back to center. Eyelids still closed. Whisper with me. I choose joy. Breathe in. Breathe out. I choose peace. Breathe in. Breathe out. I choose freedom. Breathe in, breathe out. I choose gratitude. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale. Move the head over the left shoulder as far as you can get it. Start to exhale and move your head to the right. Back to center and hold. Now check your body. You are safe. You are safe. You are protected. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with sound. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth with sound. Take your time, and when you're ready, open your eyelids. Did you feel your energy shift? Yes or no? Just put it in the chat. Did you feel your energy shift? Yeah. Good. Excellent. That is a simple exercise you can do anywhere about anything. If something comes in to frighten you, disturb you, upset you, plug into the energy field, the heart and the belly button, the love and the power, right? Breathe in to the left, exhale. First, speak what it is that you want. Yeah. Real simple. Real simple. Wouldn't you have rather have learned that in school than how to dissect a frog? Okay. They told us how to dissect a frog and wouldn't tell us how to move quickly out of an upset. Really? Good. Excellent. 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 So if there's something you know that's still in there, you're still upset with your sister or your ex or the coworker did something, something's going on. And if I've got any federal employees here who've been furloughed, do that. Do that. I'm choosing trust. I'm choosing faith. I'm choosing life. I'm choosing peace. Yeah. So that and breathe that in and then clear out whatever you're thinking about the furlough. Good. Good, good, good. Oh, yay. Okay, listen. I don't know if everybody has water, so we're going to take a 15-minute break and we're going to get some water. We're going to put some water in. We're going to let some water out. Go pee pee, go potty, stretch your body, check your dinner, check the kids, see what's happening. If you need paper, bring it back because when we come back, you may want to take some notes. And those who just want to sit, we've got some nice, good music for you. And it is 2:58 and we are coming back at 3:15. Okay? All right. Get some stretch in, get some relaxation in. All right. And I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. In one of your welcome letters, you were given instructions and a link where to go and buy your energy bar. We're going to be working with that in week 3. So between now and week 3, and they ship very, very fast. If you don't remember the letter, or if you didn't read the letter, or you don't have the letter, we will put the link on your dashboard so that you can get your energy bar because we're going to need that in week 3. You're also going to need your crystal tower in week 3, and all of that information is in I think it's your second welcome letter. But again, we'll put the information up on the dashboard. When we start talking about vibration or frequency, you're going to need your energy bar so that I can instruct you how to use it to create your energy frequency, okay? Right now, we want to talk about personal energy. Oh, well, I look a little strange there. Let me get out of there that way. Let me see. Here we go. Yeah. You know what I look like. What is personal energy? Well, your personal energy is like your Wi-Fi. You are a Wi-Fi channel. And although you cannot see your personal energy, you do know when it's weak and when it's strong. And just as your devices can connect more clearly when the signal is strong, your life flows more clearly when your energy is strong and when it's balanced. And there are three ways that people see your energy. First of all, your aura, the luminous field that's around you. And it expands and it contracts depending upon your thoughts and your emotions and also your physical condition. It expands and it contracts. It also protects you. Your aura protects you. People don't know that, but it does. And it also transmits energy out into the world. The other way that people know about your energy and they feel your energy is through your chakras. Energy centers in your body. For those who know about chakras, you know what they are. For those who don't, you can look it up on any Google site. But you have energy centers in your body that start at the base of your spine. They run from the base of your spine to the crown of your head, and each one emits a certain energy. And if you are not aligned with the energy, if you are not clear in the energy of that chakra, that will be transmitted out through your personal energy. Your personal energy is your fingerprint. It's your fingerprint in the universe because you're so much more than just bones and muscles. We are energy. And our personal energy is the invisible atmosphere around us. And that's why people see you and don't like you, or you see somebody and don't like them. It's because of the energy. It's your living power field. And it carries your thoughts, your emotions, your spirits, your energy, your aura is felt before you open your mouth. And that's why our thinking and our feeling is so very, very important. It's your aura and your energy field that carries the truth about your inner life. So before anybody can hear you or see you, they feel you. And sometimes we don't like people or we don't like certain situations because that energy is not vibrating with us, or it is vibrating with us. And because we reject that part of ourselves, we'll also reject that person or that situation because energy is neutral. It really is. We're going to talk about that. Energy is neutral, it's how we color it. It's important to understand not just the energy of your chakras, because that's what's vibrating out through your aura. It's also to understand what each one stands for. Your root chakra at the base of your spine, that's about feeling grounded, present, and safe. If you don't feel safe in the world, that's going to be vibrated out through your root chakra. It's going to come out of your aura, and you will attract things that reinforce the fact that you're not safe, that you're not safe. If you don't feel safe, you will not attract safety. Your sacral chakra, where the belly and the pubis meet, that's about creativity and pleasure. And so many of us don't know what pleasures us. I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about what brings you joy, what makes you smile, what makes you happy. That gets locked in that sacral chakra. And your creativity, are you creating anything? Whether it's writing or singing or dancing or cooking or knitting or picking your nose just to see what you get. You got to have creativity because the soul is a creative expression. Your solar plexus is about power and worth. If you are harboring thoughts about your power and about your worth, if you're still holding on to feeling abandoned, rejected, denied, diminished, that's going to be in your solar plexus. Whether you're thinking it consciously or not, it's energy, and energy cannot be destroyed. Once it's created, it has to be transmuted or transformed. Heart, love, and compassion. Not just love of a lover or children or parent, but just love in general. What do you love? And certain colors will emit that love. And we're going to talk about that when we talk about protecting your energy and compassion. when we're very judgmental and when we're very inflexible and when we insist on having our way and this is the way it is, we don't have a lot of compassion for people. And that gets stuck in your aura also. It's a cootie. Throat is about truth and self-expression. If there's truth that you haven't told, if there's truth that you're holding on to, if there are things you want to say but haven't said, you haven't expressed them, that's going to be in your throat chakra. And that holding, that withholding, hear me, this is very important. If you withhold truth, truth will be withheld. So say there's something you need to say to your sister and you haven't said it, or to your husband and you haven't said it. Either them or someone else is going to withhold the truth from you. And we see in the world right now how truth is just, it's been demolished. And we think it's about what the truth somebody else is not telling, and it's the truth that we're withholding. Your third eye, intuition and vision. That's about self-trust. That's about seeing where you're going before you even get there. Your chakras are energy centers. These 7 main portals, they run along your spine and they run in the center of your body. They govern these sacred energies. Then there's your crown, your divine connection. So those of us who feel that we're not connected to God or that we don't understand God, we don't believe in God, it doesn't have to be God, something greater and grander than you. If that connection is broken or if it's not clear, that also is going to get caught in your chakras. Okay. So it's important not just to know that they're there, but the energy that each one of them carries. And your aura is the shield, and the chakras are your power stations. So whatever's going on in those chakras, whatever's going on in your mind about these things is going to get lodged in your chakras. And whatever's going on in your chakras, your energy centers, it's going to be communicated out through your aura. But don't worry. Those of us who are living through trauma and upset and abuse and neglect, we're going to clean that energy up so that it doesn't matter what happened back in 56. It don't matter if daddy left you, mama beat you, they like your brother better. We're going to clean that energy up, okay? There was a woman in one of my workshops. This was many, many years ago. Let me come up here so that I can tell you this lovely little story. There was a woman in one of my workshops, and she shared that whenever she argued with her family or with her husband or her mother or whoever it was, that her throat would tighten up and it would be really, really painful. And as we worked, she realized that her throat chakra was blocked because she had silenced her truth about so many things for many, many years. And once she began to speak honestly, first very quietly, and then really out loud, not only did the pain go away, but her relationships also shifted. First, the people were really opposed to her speaking her truth and very upset. But then the wisdom of what she was saying and how she was able to say it, they really begin to come forward from her soul. Your chakras, see, are like stained glass windows in a cathedral. When the windows are clean and they're intact, light pours in. And isn't that beautiful? Have you ever been inside and seen light pour through a stained glass window? But if one of those panels is cracked or covered in dust, the beauty of the light is diminished. And the same thing happens to us. Our work and what we'll be doing over these 6 weeks is keeping our windows clear so that our spirit, the truth of our spirit, can shine through. And your chakras and your meridians, those are the channels that beam through your aura so that the truth can be seen in you and as you. Let's talk a minute about meridians because we didn't get there. And these are the lines. So chakras are little centers in the body, but then we have meridians. And for those who have dismissed the power, the energy of chakras, of meridians, of internal energy, we find the truth about it in scripture. It says, do you not know that your bodies are the temples of the Holy Spirit. Some versions say, do you not know that your body is the temple of God, who is in you and whom you have received from God? Your soul makes your body a temple. Say that. My soul makes my body a temple. And what goes on in your body is very, very important. It's critical that we take care of our inside the way we take care of our outside. And chakras, and because people have been taught that chakras are some form of new age craziness, and it simply isn't true. Scriptures tell us that we're temples, and that within us there's energy, and that energy is divine, that energy is sacred. Then we have our meridians, and meridians flow up and down. Anybody that knows anything about acupuncture, about acupressure, tapping, which we're going to be doing at some point in our class, these are like the energy highways in the body, how the energies move through our body. That's just not loosey-goosey, all out and in between your bones and under your nipples. There are meridians that carry the energy, they're pathways of light. And there are 12 meridians, major meridians in the body. Your stomach, your large intestine, small intestines, circulation, your kidney, the gallbladder, the liver. All of these carry energy. And you can get to all of your meridians in your hands and in your feet. Some people call that life force, that energy, chi. Some call it life force. Now, here's the thing, that either a chakra is blocked or a meridian is blocked with energy, and the result of that is called dis-ease. Dis-ease, whether it's hypertension or diabetes, some forms of cancer, it's always a blockage in energy or an overabundance of non-life-giving energy. But when that energy is flowing through your meridians, through your chakras, what happens is you have a lot of life and vitality. Yeah. So when your meridians are clear, you feel really alive and balanced. And when they're blocked, your system struggles. It struggles for life. It struggles for energy, just like when a dam is blocked. So we want to keep our energy flowing and moving. Yeah. How does the energy flow? Know that your energy is always active in your body, that there's consistent movement even when you're asleep. And that energy is always renewing itself. It's looking for balance and vitality. That's why when you do an affirmation, or when you do an exercise, or when you do a breath, or when you do yoga, or when you do Tai Chi, or when you lift some weights, you're moving that energy, and that energy gets to transform and balance itself, because energy is never static. It is always moving, and it is always looking to renew itself. When it flows in balance, your whole being feels vibrant. Sometimes we feel depressed or dragged down because we have stagnant energy in our body. Walk, stretch, move around, jump up and down. Because when the energy is static, when it's not moving, or when something comes to interrupt the flow of energy, the result is an energy leak. An energy leak. And sometimes we have energy leaks because of our historical experiences, because of our inherited patterns, because of our thought patterns, our lifestyle, and of course, because of the cooties that we've picked up along the way in life. We have what's called energy leaks. So when we have an energy leak, meaning that through a thought, through an emotion, through a blockage, it's like having a house where all your windows are open, but it's winter. So no matter how high you turn the heat up, the warmth is going to escape the house. Or it may be in the summer and you have the windows open. No matter how low you put the air conditioning, you're never going to get cool, because until you close the windows, you're going to be drained. And closing the windows when it comes to energy leaks, that requires clear boundaries. That requires releasing old pain. And that requires really reclaiming your power. That's how we clear an energy leak. We have spiritual guidance for it. One of the things that scriptures tell us, and for those who don't know the Bible or those who don't, I'm not teaching religion. I want you to understand that there is ancient wisdom that supports us in learning about our energy. Above all else, guard your heart. What did I say the power box was? The heart. Yeah. And then right below that is the belly, so that we get that energy balance. Above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from your heart. Hear me. Everything you do flows from your heart. So when you guard your energy through awareness of thought and emotion, through having clear boundaries, from cleaning yourself and protecting yourself, you are protecting the wellspring of your life. You're protecting it. And it has nothing to do with anybody else. It's all about you. How energy flows and how it gets blocked and where we get leaks. Here are some of the causes that block our energy. Unresolved emotions. You don't know if you like them or you hate them or you're still upset with them because of what happened in 56. Still talking bad about them. Still remembering what they did and what they didn't do. It's going to cause, and it's a cootie. And it's going to cause an energy block or an energy leak. Toxic relationships, huge energy leaks. Toxic relationships. Overthinking something over and over and over, and mental clutter, holding on to things that happen that you still tell the story about. You're going to have an energy leak. Not having good boundaries, personal boundaries, sound boundaries, physical boundaries, all kind of boundaries cause your energy to leak. Overgiving, doing too much, and exhaustion. You know, if people just got enough rest and drank enough water, their lives would change automatically. We don't get enough rest. We don't drink enough water. And also being in chaotic environments. Well, we live in a chaotic environment. What's going on in the world is chaotic, and that will cause blockages, or it will lower your energy frequency, and it will create blockages in your energy. So that's why people come off the news, come off of repeating, come off I'm on this party, that, get off of that. Cooties, that's what they are. An energy leak is when your life force escapes through unguarded, unresolved, or misaligned channels. If you don't have your shield up, if you don't have your energy up, and we're going to learn how to put the shield up, I think next week. If you don't have your shield up, if you don't have your chakras guarded, if you still have unresolved emotions and feelings, and listen, this doesn't mean that you're not going to go through challenges and difficulties in life. You just don't have to lose life over it. You don't have to lower your frequency. And even if it does come and your frequency lowers, your vibration lowers, you got to know how to bring it back up. Your energy leak isn't always visible, but you do feel an energy leak. Unexplained fatigue, unexplained heaviness, where you just can't seem to put one foot in front of the other. Mental confusion is an energy leak. Constant conflict, chaos, that's an energy leak. Or just a lack of, I just don't want to do nothing. I just want to sit like a bump on a pickle. Okay. So leaks happen when you hold on to old stuff, when you overgive. Leaks, they drain you. It's the open window that's letting the heat out. And energy leaks in your life. The way that your energy gets away from you, it lowers your frequency. Let's look at the kinds of energy leaks you can have. You can have a spiritual energy leak. And this occurs when you give your faith, your power, your devotion to fear instead of alignment. You know, I'm doing this so I don't go to hell. I'm doing this to please God. Do it because you understand that you're a spiritual body having a physical experience. Don't do spiritual work to avoid something else. And a lot of people do that. I'm going to pray 50 days so I can hit the lottery. No, no. That's a leak. You're not going to do nothing with that. Okay. An emotional leak happens when you suppress your feelings or you stay entangled in grief or shame, guilt, unforgiveness, fear. You're just constantly running it over in your mind. That's an emotional leak, and it'll suck and drain your energy. A mental leak, that comes from overthinking something, overthinking it again and again and again and again, ruminating in something, looping in what if scenarios, or just because, or don't you remember. Those are they drain your energy just as much as physical labor. Most of us have more mental and emotional leaks than we'll ever have spiritual or physical leaks because we ruminate in our mind. Minds think. That's what they do. Minds are very good at thinking. They love thinking. Okay. But you must be mindful about what you are allowing to inhabit your mind. And particularly now, in this time that we're living in. Okay. Then we have physical leaks. Here it is right here. Poor sleep, overworking, toxic environments, unhealthy habits, whether that's gossip or emotional withholding, whether it's, I'm not going to say drinking because unless you're drinking to excess. And I'm not going to say happy flowers. If you're overdoing your happy flowers, that's what people call, what is it? We used to call it reefer. I think it's marijuana now. We didn't call it marijuana. Okay. The people are into their happy flowers. It's not an unhealthy habit unless you overdo it, unless you're dependent. Anything that you're dependent on, sugar, okay, chocolate, sex, shopping, you got a physical leak, all right? And relational leaks, relationship links, where you have lack of boundaries, where you give more than you receive, when you're in entangled with somebody, staying in relationships that dishonor your truth, that leave holes in your aura because of abuse or neglect or violation. All of these things create leaks in your energy. And you have an energy leak. This is where your armor is thin, where your armor is thin, meaning you haven't really beefed yourself up in that area, or you're having doubts about yourself in a particular area, whether it's physically, I really need to lose weight and I can't seem to stay on the diet and boom, 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 boom. That's a physical leak. Either you're going to lose weight or you're not. Don't ruminate about it. Don't talk about it. So our practices, the things that you're going to learn, again, it's on your dashboard. Your energy sweep, fluffing out your aura, cleaning your aura, your morning elevation activation, where you up level your frequency every morning. And then before you go to bed, your energy clearing. These are simple 5-6 minute exercises that you can do. Also, your the frequency realignment, where you realign your chakras, your meridians, everything inside with what? A thought. The same way that a thought tears you down, a thought can build you up. We just experience it. Think about something negative, replace that thought with a thought and a breath. We just did it. You just experienced it. So the ego will want you to say that this don't work, that you got to have a 6-month course and you got to rub 6 crystals on your head and okay. Not necessarily so. So simple. Let's keep it simple. Now, I want to come up a little bit. Let me come up here because, beloveds, I have a word for parents. I want to talk to parents and I want to talk to couples. Okay. I want to pause here just for a moment to speak to you because those who are parents or caregivers, parenting is a sacred calling. It really is. And I'm learning that over at my age as I raise my great grandson. It's a holy assignment, but it pulls on your heart, your time, and your energy. And often without realizing it. We give so much to our children or the one we're caring for, and we forget to replenish ourselves. But here's what I want you to know: it is just as important when you're nurturing children, little ones, teenagers, tweens, it doesn't matter, that you teach them how to be responsible for their own energy. It is possible, it is doable, and it is necessary to teach children how to be responsible for their own energy. And I want to tell you how, okay? We talked about this because parents give so much constantly, all day, the breakfast, the dinner, the school, the book, book, book. And it creates this cycle of exhaustion and, for some parents, resentment. You just get tired. Or if you're caregiving, some of us as adults are now caring for our parents because the parents have become the children. And sometimes it creates guilt for us because our love is so deep, but the energy is so thin. For parents, particularly, parenting is not about carrying every weight for your child. It's about stewarding their soul while teaching them how to carry their own energy. And when you overfunction, when you overgive, when you overdo, you unconsciously teach your children about dependency instead of about empowerment. Just like us, children are energetic beings. And when they don't learn emotional and energetic responsibility, they grow up with energy leaks. They rely on others to regulate them. They bury their feelings until they become burdens. So, to raise and guide a child is to pour life force into them. But we want to do it in a way where they don't become dependent on us. I'm not talking about dependent for their food, clothing, and shelter. I'm talking about dependent on us, what to feel, what to think, what to do. Now, teaching your children energetic responsibility doesn't mean you weigh them down with adult concerns. It simply means that you teach them age appropriate tools so that you don't have to navigate every emotional leak they have. And I got some tools for you. Okay. Ages 3 to 7. Teach your children to name their feelings so you can stop asking what's wrong with you. What's the matter? Okay. There's some wonderful books. One of the things I did with OJ early on is teach him how to voice his feelings. Because a lot of times kids don't know what they're feeling, and so they act out. But you can teach them, are you happy? Are you sad? Are you mad? Are you anxious, frustrated? Get them emotionally literate. Some of us have cooties and energy leaks because we're not emotionally literate. We don't know what to do with what we feel and we can't name them. There's a beautiful technique called a balloon breath. Teach that to the little ones. 3, when they get angry or upset or frustrated, when you're not doing what they want you to do, or when they're not listening to you, when they're not showing up the way you need them to, you'd be surprised how that shifts energy. You can do it too. Allow kids to shake their hands, their feet, their arms, to release ugly feelings or things that allow them. I don't know why people think that kids don't have bad days. Adults have bad days. Why do you think children don't have bad days? But you got to give them something to do with that. The balloon breath, name your feeling. Give them something to do with that feeling when they have it, okay? So they don't grow up to be emotionally illiterate, leaking energy all over the place, waiting for somebody else to make them happy. Ages 8 to 12, teach them a simple energy technique, an energy check-in. Take a breath. Do you feel full right now or empty? You don't have to tell them what that is because, like you, they've got to learn to feel and manage their own energy. Encourage young people, particularly 8 to 12, when they're going through so many hormonal changes, how to write their feelings or draw their feelings. We have something called a feeling wheel. You can get it online. What am I feeling right now? Can I draw this? and give them permission to say, I need space or I need time to allow myself to reset. Let them go outside. Tell them go outside and walk. Sometimes the other day I told OJ, go outside and run up and down the driveway. Just go run. And he did it because he had so much energy and he had no way to release it. And he was driving me crazy. So I sent him outside to run up and down the driveway. So we can do these things. Let's remember that we're raising a whole person, all right? Then your teenagers, you got to give them affirmations. I can't control others, but I can choose my response. They get upset with their friends. They get upset with their peers. I can't control others, but I can choose my response. And offer them, teach these teenagers, 13, 14, 15, 16, quiet time. Teach them meditation. You've got the audios now. Teach them how to sweep their aura. When you learn how to put your shield up, teach them how to put your shield up. We come in, we do these classes, and we learn these things, and then we don't teach them to the children. Teach them to the children. Talk to your children openly about relationships, not just, I don't like that person, don't be around them. Talk to them about, energy and frequency and vibration. And if a relationship is draining them, give them permission not to like people and give them permission to like who they like, but teach them how to protect their energy. Also, just make sure that they have a place for reflection. Can the whole family sit before bedtime, the last 15, 20 minutes, and just write in their journal? Or sit and listen to music? Or sit and pray? Is that a possibility? We're so busy running and we leave our children to be uh, raised by the internet. Come on now. Train a child up in the way they should go. And when they're old, they will not depart from it. I hated some of the stuff that my grandmother told me that I now do. She was a pain in my left booty cheek. Okay. But I cannot tell you how much some of the things that she said to me then really sustain me in my life now. Notice that the scripture says, train up a child, not carry the child. Train them. That involves guiding them, help them set boundaries, model for them. So I know this is an important subject and we have limited time. So I've created the handout. I've created a handout. It's on your dashboard. All right. That explains all of this and it goes a little deeper so that you can have it to refer back to. You don't have to keep coming to the replay. Another area that I really, really want to look at and talk about, marriage and relationships, and how to manage and master your energy in your relationships. Because there are some challenges in relationships that become energy leaks, where one partner overgives while the other one consistently receives and gives very little, where there are communication breakdowns and there are unspoken resentments. These are energy leaks, and they're not going to support the marriage. Also, energy leaks that result from dishonesty or avoidance or lack of intimacy. You sleeping together every night and you can't even hug. Violence in the home. That's a huge energy leak. Physical or emotional abandonment. That's another energy leak. And what'll happen is, in these situations, is there'll be misaligned roles, misaligned energy. The other energetic leaks is when there are unspoken expectations. When one partner assumes that the other one should just know. And that partner will have energy leaks as a result of frustration or emotional suppression. When feelings are silenced to avoid conflict, energy leak into resentment. Some energies leak out and leave you drained, and others leak into toxic emotions. Yeah? Or when one is consistently carrying more than their share, the imbalance feeds depletion and disconnection, these misaligned roles. So marriage, is like a dance. A relationship is it's like a dance. So one partner is doing all the dancing while the other one's just being carried around. The dance, it becomes exhausting. It's no longer fun. It's no longer beautiful. So scripture, again, I hate to keep going back to scripture, but scripture tells us, that two are better than one. And that's why we have partnerships, because we support each other in labor. But if either one of them falls down, one can only help you up if they have the strength to do it. So how do we renew? How do we create? How do we continue to go on in relationships? You want to create rituals of renewal. And I hear you. I hear you. But what do I do if my partner doesn't want to do this? Do it anytime, anyway. You take a nature walk and invite your partner. You take quiet time. And if they don't want to come, let them see you do it. Sometimes you just got to demonstrate. You ask for family prayer to restore the field. You practice energetic honesty. Can't do it right now. I'm feeling drained. Or I need us to pause and reset. I need to go away for a minute. I need not to talk. And also establish rituals and things where you can connect, such as prayer together, breath work, simple check-ins. I know couples, like if they travel for work, when one gets on the plane, they call the other one and they pray. Or before and it doesn't have to be, whatever kind of prayer it is, just God help us to restore balance. Sometimes we go to divorce because all the energy has leaked out of the marriage, or we go to breakup because all the energy has leaked out because of just poor boundaries and poor energy maintenance. We don't maintain the energy, okay? So both for parenting and for couples, know that love is not proven by over-sacrifice. Love is sustained by reciprocity and truth. If you're giving, you have to receive. That's the law. And if you really want your partner or your children to align with what it is that you're offering, then you model it. You model rest, you model boundaries, you model honesty, so that your children or your partner grow to know that it's sacred and that they can care for their energy in the same way, to rest, to have boundaries, to be honest. And it'll take some time to learn, because it may not be that you don't know what to say. You don't know how to say it. That's where prayer comes in. That's where you ask for support and guidance. How do I get this out of my mouth? And people aren't going to like it at first. I tell you about the lady in my workshop. People went crazy when she started saying, I don't like when you talk to me in that tone of voice, or I haven't given you permission to address me in that way. And as long as you do, I'm not going to respond. When she first started. And don't be afraid to overcorrect. Overcorrect means that you do it at the highest bit. I didn't give you permission to talk to me like that. It'll calm down. Eventually, you would say, wait a minute. I didn't give you permission to speak to me that way. And when you do this or that, it just makes me feel sad. As opposed to accusing and blaming and pointing the finger, own it. Pointing the finger, own it. Okay? Own it. Parents, guide. Don't overcarry. I'm telling you, from 3 on up, you can teach your children about their energy. Teach them how to carry their own energy. You made me fit. No, that's your energy. Tell me what you're feeling. Okay? Remember that marriage thrives on reciprocity. Relationships thrive on giving and receiving, not giving and taking. Relationships thrive on honesty and mutual lifting. An imbalance leads to trust. When one person is showing up and the other one isn't, truth leads to a new flow. Sometimes you just have to learn how to say to your partner, I feels like I'm doing everything. Can we talk about ways that we can support each other better? Not what I need you to do. want it to go over well. Okay. And take your time. So as a parent or as a partner, remember that your energy is a sacred source for whoever it is you're caregiving or loving. Steward your energy, steward it wisely so that your relationships become a better flow of life and not a source of depletion. Okay? Let's take a breath there. Now, I know that you have some questions, and I want to take them. So this is what we're going to do. I want you to process everything that you just heard. We're going to take our second break. Yeah. We're going to break. It's 3:57. Time is going quickly, right? But we got to do our work now. Let's take this break. Go pee, stretch. And again, I'm showing you how to steward your energy. I know that you could sit here for 3 hours and watch my beautiful face, but that's not a good way to balance our energy. So while it feels like the breaks are unnecessary, trust me, I'm speaking into the soil of your soul, and you don't even feel the level and the frequency of this energy. So yeah, the breaks are necessary for integration. Okay, so we're going to take this break. It's 3:58. We're going to come back at 4:15, and we're going to clean up some energy leaks, and we're going to do some work, and then I'll take your questions. Write your questions down so that you have them. Okay, breathe, go pee, drink some water. If you can go outside, go outside, ground yourself. Yeah, and I'm going to replenish my energy so that I have all that I need for this last hour that we're together. See ya in a minute. Bye. That's what we're doing. And we want to know how then do we address an energy leak? When we recognize that we have an energy leak, whether it's emotional or psychological or physical, the first thing that you want to do is when you notice that your energy is depleted or when it's down, you want to ask yourself, okay, where am I leaking? Am I leaking in my mind? Am I leaking in my heart? Am I leaking in my body? And where am I leaking? What am I leaking? Am I leaking through fear? Am I leaking through anger? Am I leaking through resentment? Or am I leaking by carrying the burden that somebody else is somebody else's energy? Something somebody told me, something somebody has requested of me, has required of me. Where am I leaking the energy? Because naming the leak, naming it really stops it. We can do that. All right. So let's do that right now. Take a breath, feet flat on the floor, nothing crossed, nothing interfering, palms facing upward so that your energy is open. I'm going to tune just a little bit. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Scan your body. Just allow your mind to flush over your body, asking the question, am I leaking energy? Am I leaking? It may come to you as a thought, as a feeling. It may be just a yes or no. You can also scan your body to see where you're feeling heavy or blocked or where you feel drained. If you identify a leak in your body and your mind, stop there and breathe. And ask yourself, what thought, situation, person, experience is this leak connected to? And listen with that. Don't make it up. Let it come forward. And if you want to make sure you're getting the correct answer, place your right hand on your heart and your left hand on your belly over your navel so that you're plugged into the power source. What situation, what thought, what person, what relationship is this leak connected to? Breathe in and out. And ask yourself, am I leaking through resentment? Am I leaking through fear? Am I leaking through exhaustion? What are you leaking through? The body will tell you. Keep breathing. Good. And once you identify the leak or you recognize where it's coming from, you want to brush your aura. Just brush it out. Brush it out. Just light sweeping movements all the way down to the floor. You want to start at your crown and brush it out. Just brush it out. Your hands are enough. And notice what you're feeling. Notice what you feel. Yeah. Brush your aura. Gentle motions. Gentle motions. Yeah. Hand on your heart, hand on your belly. Inhale. Exhale. And you may whisper these words or speak them aloud at any volume that feels comfortable for you. I reclaim my energy. Breathe in and out. I reclaim my energy. Breathe in, breathe out. Relax the shoulders, relax the belly. I reclaim my energy. Breathe in, breathe out. I am whole. Breathe in, breathe out. I am restored. Breathe in, breathe out. I reclaim my energy. Breathe in, breathe out. I am whole. Breathe in, breathe out. I am restored. Breathe in, breathe out, and relax. Relax your hands. And just stay in the frequency for a moment. That is a very simple way to address an energy leak or a blockage. Or when you feel that you're being drained by something or someone. Fluff your aura. Speak a new energy into the aura. Hold it, plug into your power center, your heart and your belly. That's your center, your groundedness and your power. One of the ways that you can prevent an energy leak is do spiritual protection every single day. Begin your day with prayer. Plug in. Begin your day with prayer. Begin your day with an intention. Begin your day with the visualization of light. When you get to your dashboard, you have a morning elevation exercise. You have a frequency realignment exercise. It's audio, so you don't have to think, just follow along. You also have an energy sweep exercise. Do that. When you get to your dashboard, you're also going to find a daily ritual schedule. You don't have to figure out what to do. We've already laid it out for you. You're going to find a schedule. You're going to find a journal. You're going to find a reflection sheet. Start to notice what happens if you do these things in the morning, how your day goes. And if you don't do them, how they go. Learn which one really works for you. For some, it'll be the energy sweep. For others, it'll be the elevation. For others, it'll be the nightly energy cleanse. If you miss the morning, do the evening. Check it off on your daily reflection sheet so that you can begin to notice the energy shifts and the energy changes. Create sacred boundaries. That's another way to really protect your energy. Learn to say no when your spirit says no. Learn how to, your no is sacred. Your no is necessary. Your yes is holy. When you give a false yes, that means saying yes to something you really don't want or don't want to do, you create an energy leak. And you'll have to move through that experience leaking, okay? Process your feelings instead of storing them. If something upsets you, if something dishonors you, you don't have to jump on the person. Process it within yourself. Journal it. Breathe it out. Here's the breath, everybody. In the nose, out the mouth. That keeps your field clear. The other thing is movement, energy. Coming back, I played a very particular song that has frequency in it, energy in it, so that, sometimes you just have to move so that you can keep your field clear. This is how you protect your energy, and this is how you can prevent energy leaks. Simple things. Don't take a college degree. Smudge, spray. If some people don't like smoke, we talk a lot about liquid smudge. Keep your energy clean. You can keep this in your purse and walk with it throughout the day. Those who can smudge, you get your smudge stick and you burn it and you just clean yourself. If you don't like sage, you can use Palo Santo. One stick will last you a year, okay? Or a simple thing, sit in the sunlight. And if there's no sunlight, just because you can't see the sun, doesn't mean it's not out. Go outside, take 3 deep breaths. Week 3, I'm going to teach you how to clear yourself with your energy time, how to get into your crystal tower and clean yourself. Also, know that rest, sleep, nourishment, and periods of silence, they're important. They are important. Also, who you're spending time with. Who you're spending time with. Spend time with people that uplift you, not people who drain you. And there's some people who drain you, whether it's work, family, whatever, that you have to be around. Go in clean, come out and clean yourself. Yeah. You can take a piece of bread and run it all over your body and throw it in the trash to clean yourself. You can do that. A piece of fruit, because fruit is alive. Fruit has a living energy. It can reproduce. If it can reproduce, it's alive. And you can use a piece of fruit, a banana, an apple, run it all over your body. I'm releasing energy into this piece of fruit and then toss it. Yeah. All of these things, fruit, animals, berries, trees, plants, they have a karmic relationship with us. And so they know that they sacrifice their life to help our life get better. But these are things that you can do simply. And what I'm encouraging you to do over these 6 weeks that we'll be together is to begin to incorporate some of these things into your life. If you don't have your liquid smudge, if you don't want to buy something, the next time you go to the supermarket, you buy that little package of in the produce department. It's called poultry seasoning, parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme. Buy a pack. It's $3.99. Boil that. Boil it. Take the water. Strain the herbs off. Put that water in a bottle. Keep it in the refrigerator. Add a little essential oil to it. or your favorite perfume. It doesn't matter. Put it in a spray bottle. I'm going to pull my earplugs out. Put it in a spray bottle. Spray your desk, your office, your body. Spray yourself. Changing energy, changing frequency. Simple things that you can do. I'm making a spray for us. Yes. I hope to have it ready within probably the next 2 or 3 weeks because I want to cure it. I want to treat it. I want it really ready for us in high frequency and high energy. Okay. Think of your energy field as a sacred garden. And if you don't tend to the fences, to the weeds and the pests, they'll creep in. So daily prevention to tend to it, tending to your energy field, checking it for holes, watering it, watering what nourishes you and pruning what drains you. Remember the scripture, above all else, guard your heart. From everything you do flows out of it. Yeah. So you have to practice little by little. Remember this, energy leaks are open doors. That's all they are. Whether it's a thought, it's a feeling, it's a behavior, it's an open door and it'll drain your vitality. Address your energy leaks. Name it, clear it, and then restore. Simple. We just did it. Scan the body, the mind, the heart, the body. Finally name it, clean it out, and then restore with your word. Remember, the thought is the structure, the architecture. The emotion gives it fuel, and the word amplifies it. You don't need anything. You have those 3 things: a mind, a feeling, and a mouth. Yeah? Prevent your energy leaks by creating boundaries, your daily cleansing, your spiritual protection. Every yes that you say and every no that you say or think or give shapes the tone, the texture, and the flow of your energy. So you really want to take care of your energy as much as you possibly can. All right. Now, we want to do some practice so that we can get to our questions. Yeah. So take a breath, get yourself comfortable. Do this for me. If you have water, have a drink of water, have your water now. So that as we go into this process, you'll be hydrated. People just don't understand how much energy we lose when we are dehydrated. So we really want to hydrate. Just allow your eyelids to close. Just allow your eyelids to close. And let's start with this. I give myself permission to feel and experience my energy. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Relax your shoulders, relax your breath. And connect with the natural rhythm of your breathing, your inhale, your exhale. Just connect with it. And bring your awareness to the crown of your head, right to the top of your head. Bring all of your attention and your awareness right there. If you don't know where your crown is, just simply focus on the highest point of your head. Turn your attention, your awareness, your energy as if you're looking at the top of your head. And inhale. And exhale. Now slowly scan down your body, your face, your neck. Just allow your mind to flow down. Be sure to notice your eyes, your chin, your throat, your chest, your breast, and your hips. Moving slowly. Just notice where your energy feels strong and vibrant and down. Just notice, nothing to do. Don't judge what you feel. How do your arms feel? How does your back feel? Your knees, how do they feel? When you notice something in your body, when you hit a bright point or a weak point, a dull point, just take a breath. See if you are aware of or noticing any energy leaks or blockages. Just notice, and when you notice, take a breath. You can ask, you can ask that place, where am I leaking this energy? Is it into my mind, my heart? Is this energy a relationship? You may sense this as a dim spot or maybe a hole, a heaviness. Just whatever image comes, whatever feeling you have. If you find a leak or a blockage, simply say, I see you, I acknowledge you. Now we're going to clear anything in particular, everything that is not yours, anything that's not moving. As you inhale, I invite you to raise your hands above your crown. If you can't raise your hands above your crown for a physical reason, see it, feel it, imagine it, set the intention that there's an energy above you. Now slowly down. Bring your hands down. Just bring them down. All the way down. As far as you can go. As far as you can go. Then take them out to the side. Shake your hands. Inhale, raise your hands above your crown. This time try to go down the back of your body. As far as you can go. Down, down, down. All the way down. When you go as far as you can, shake your hands out. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to do it a little faster this time. Palms up. Bring your hands down. Shake them out. In front of you. Hands up. Down. And shake them out. Now behind you. Down and shake them out. Inhale. And exhale. Place your left hand on the center of your chest over your heart. And your right hand over your left hand. And sit with your spine erect. Not stiff, but erect. See, feel, imagine, intended to be so. That you are surrounded by golden light. Brilliant golden light. If you can't see it, feel it, imagine it, simply set the intention. I am surrounded by brilliant golden light, and breathe in the light. And allow that light to fill every fiber of your being. Send the light wherever there's depletion as you exhale. Breathe in, breathe in light. Let the golden light fill every cell in your body. Golden light now fills every cell in my body. Exhale. Relax the shoulders, relax the back. With every inhale, see golden light filling wherever there is depletion, wherever there's emptiness. Breathe it in. And exhale. Now whisper gently with me. Breathing in golden light. My energy is clear. Breathe in and out. My field is secure. Breathe in. Breathe out. I am restored to divine alignment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Golden energy filling every cell, every atom, every molecule of your body. Repeat with me, I am energy. I am frequency. I am vibration. Breathe in golden light. Inhale. Exhale. Repeat with me. Every cell in my body responds to my voice. I breathe in golden light. Breathe out. I am energy. I am frequency. I am vibration. Breathe in. Breathe out. My energy is clear. My field is secure. I am restored in divine alignment. Breathe in. Breathe out. Know that the golden light is secure in the cells of your body. Every organ, every meridian, every chakra. Sealed and supported by golden light. Now take a long, deep inhale and let it out with sound. Another long, deep inhale. Let it out with sound. And notice how your energy feels now compared to how it felt before you began. Breathe in, breathe out. When you're ready, you can allow your energy, your eyelids to open. And I invite you and encourage you to take time daily or hourly if necessary to check in and reflect on your energy. You can do it in the back. Energy mastery begins with noticing, where am I strong? When am I strong? Where am I? What depletes me? Who or what drains my energy? And what can I release? And you can release with a breath and a word. Plug in this heart and belly and breathe and release. It's just that simple. I'm sorry it's not harder. I'm sorry I can't make it more difficult for you. If that's what you need, if you need it to be hard, it is just that simple because of the time that we are living in. We are living in such a powerful and a beautiful release. Yeah. Remember, as you move through the week, and you notice a blip, a feeling, a thought, or whatever, stop, scan, breathe, cleanse, moment by moment. If you have to do it twice an hour, and if you can't do that, have your spray yourself. When we learn how to use our energy chime, you'll be able to do it with your chime. You'll be able to do it with your crystal. You'll be able to do it with your children, with your partner, your spouse. Just that simple. Yeah? So I want to open the floor for questions. Again, on your dashboard, we're going to put the video up there. Those who aren't familiar with the dashboard, when you sign in and you use the password that you created, look for under tools and practices, look for the daily ritual schedule. It'll tell you what to do and when to do it. You don't have to make it up. Look for the daily reflection. It's a checklist so that you can check off what you've done and how you feel. That's the only way you're going to be in the immersion. That's how you're going to get into the immersion. Okay. Cover yourself deeply. And then once you do it repeatedly, you'll do it automatically. We're retraining the mind to focus within instead of without. There's also a weekly reflection so that you can say, okay, where did it work for me this week? When I didn't scan, or when I didn't spray, or when I didn't pray, this happened. Now, okay, so this works. Let me do that. Let me do that. Okay. Also on your dashboard, you'll find the energy immersion affirmation cards. And these cards will guide you through the week. You pull a card a week. Now you're going to have to print them, or you can put them on your screen, or however you want to do it. You put them up, and it'll give you an affirmation for the day. It'll tell you today we're focusing on energy, or we're focusing on frequency, or you're focusing on vibration. The cards will tell you not only what to do, where to focus, and what to say. Okay. So you don't even have to make it up. All right. Get to that dashboard, download, make your binder so that you have everything there. Or some people can do it on their phone. It can do it on the phone. Okay. So let me see. We'll print out everything tomorrow and get a binder. Huh? Okay. What happens when you go through a spiritual warfare? I don't understand what that means. To explain that to me, Eva, because there's no need to do warfare. You put up your shield, you put up your barrier, you call in if you've got your a soul frequency, your signature frequency number, you have a council of light. You have a council of light. Your signature frequency tells you who your council of light is. Call in your council of light member. Let them do the battle. You go on and shop or watch TV. You don't have to do battle. You call in the energy, because if you're saying it's a spiritual warfare, that means it's energetic. So you've got sources that can help you. Also, if you're talking about doing spiritual warfare, then you might want to look at your signature frequency and look at what your Achilles heel is, because there may be something in there that you're doing that you may want to stop doing. Okay. I don't see this on the dashboard. You don't see what on the dashboard? What is it that you don't see on the dashboard? The cards are not there yet, and the video for the dashboard is not there yet. Everything else is there. Is it possible not to add music to the meditation? Yeah, I can do that. But there's a frequency in the meditation. We're trying to figure out which way to do it, because we need a frequency. Remember, we're doing an energetic transmission. So I'll turn the music down as low as possible, but I'm following the guidance of spirit. Okay. So it may not be, what we think it is, but remember, when you do the replay, you'll hear the music and the meditation, and it won't be drowned out. All right. Hello. Would it be possible to double terminate clear quartz instead of a tower? Okay. This is such a wonderful question. Thank you. Because Spirit said, get a tower. When Spirit said to me, have them get a tower, I told you, get a tower. Now, if you want to get a double terminated quartz, you go right ahead. That is not the instruction that I received. But we're all grown people. I'm not going to tell you what to do. For this particular process, we were instructed to get a flat bottom crystal tower. Now, if your spirit is guiding you to do something else, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. I'm not working with a double terminated crystal. But that is a beautiful, beautiful question, because when you come to a process like this that is really spirit led, you will have those kinds of questions. So I'm going to say to you, do what your heart tells you. I'm telling you what Spirit told me. Okay. In addition to spray, is it possible to have the body? Yes, I do. I'm making it. I'm making it for us. I got the formula last week, but I had to order the herbs. So I ordered the herbs. I'm drying the herbs. And I'm going to make the soap. I'm also making some Kita Maldición, because Kita Mal, one of the reasons we don't have Masterpiece out right now is because I'm rebranding it, changing all the labels, changing all the things. Formulas are still the same, but so that's why we don't have anything. If you were not trained or carried as a child, how do you know the difference? I'm not sure I understand. If you were not trained in what? Or carried as a child, how do you know the difference? My love, for Lashade, I don't understand that question. Rephrase it for me, and I'll pick it up on the way down. If my frequency is too high with happiness and it feels too big, is it okay to tone it down? No such thing. That is a cootie. Too high with happiness. What does that mean? That's a cootie. That's the ego right there. If it feels too big, that is such a thought. Did Jesus feel too big? Did Buddha feel too big? Does the moon feel too big? No, beloved. You tone that up. Now, what you might want to do is contain it, but it can never be too big. All right? That is, get that out of there. I'm too big. What's up underneath that? I'm too much. I ask for too much. I do too much. I give too much. There's a distortion in there. I felt so emotional. Is that normal? Absolutely. Absolutely normal. We're moving energy. So when I feel energy shift, when a certain person comes around me at work, can I practice my energy belief? Absolutely. Next week, you're going to get the shield. All you have to do is say, shield up. And you're going to get the practice that you're going to have to do 5 times. Once you do that practice 5 times, your shield will be sealed. And all you have to do is say, shield up. And your shield is up. Isn't that great? That's going to be good. I can't wait to have that bottle. Me either. I can't either. I've been waiting for Kita. Yeah, Kita's coming. Kita's coming. Is it too late for my friend to sign up for this class? I told her, yeah, well, tell her to write customer@iyanla.com. She's going to have to watch the replay of this, of course, because she wasn't here. But Miss June, tell Afia, tell when you write, say that you're in the class and your friend wants to get in, and we'll do that. We just pulled it down out of the public. So if you have somebody that wants to come, and remember, you know, there's an energy transmission going on even between you and I. Yeah, sometime Amari may come speak to you. We'll see. I don't know. It freaks me out when she does. But we'll get used to it. Let me see. Let me get to my questions here. Overgiving result of adult responsibility at a young. Absolutely. You can release that from your aura. I think in week 4 or 5. Ooh, that's huge for a lot of people. Okay. I think it's week 4 or 5. We're going to release ancestral patterns and connections. So, but you can do that every day. That does happen. when you have adult responsibilities to older? When we'll have class, will it be on Sundays? Yes, Sunday from 3 to 5. Okay, because I know people work on set, all kind of things. I have a teenager, and I'm unclear if I am training her or carrying her. I have a mental leak on this subject. If she doesn't know how to garner, master, hold her emotional energy, you're carrying her. What do you do when she's upset? What do you do when she's mad at you? What do you do when you're mad at her? You know, as opposed to saying, right now, what you're saying feels disrespectful to me. So we need to reset. I don't know. I don't know how you're talking to her. Please hurry with the rebranding of Masterpiece. I'm out. I know. Help releasing uninvited and unresolved spirits or wandering spirits. Well, you do pick them up, but the energy sweep. Do your energy sweep and also do your morning elevation. Listen, one of the biggest ways to get rid of cooties and cucamongas that attach themselves to you is have your frequency so high that when they come in, boop, you immediately feel it and you can release them, or your frequency is so high that they don't attach themselves to you. That's where we want to be. We want to do this work so consistently and frequently, use all of our tools. So the cooties ain't stupid. They're pain in the behind, but they're not stupid. And I say, oh, don't bother her. You want to be vibing so high to when the dark spirits see, when you put your feet on the floor in the morning, the dark spirits get the hell up out the way. Okay? I'm experiencing a lot of chaos regularly. It's hard to understand why it's happening. I guarantee you got chaos inside of you. Yeah, because there's chaos everywhere. But why are you experiencing it? Can you look at it and say, wow, that's chaotic. Shield up, boop, and go on about your business. Okay. Yeah, the amethyst. Oh, the amethyst pendulum is sold out. Let me find another source. I'll